Shareholders, we're here. It's late. We come to you on a Tuesday, public holiday, Easter and all. Planned to do yesterday, but we didn't because we were drinking 4X. Well, you were.
Yeah, I was having a couple of 4X watching my mighty Hawkies.
I was here working like any hard man.
Busy?
Busy? Yeah, it was. It was busy for a public holiday. Lots of goldies.
Plenty of goals.
Lots of golds. People being responsible, drinking the good stuff.
On an Easter Monday.
People do it.
For the Sabbath?
Yeah, whatever. Whatever floats your boat.
The JC upstairs? Wonder if JC liked a gold.
Oh, he fucking oath he did. They practically named it after him. The blood of Christ. That's why it's called gold.
Drink gold, shareholders, like the Hawkies.
Where's the Queensland spirit now?
Shareholders, I'm Sauce.
I'm Berkey.
Welcome to the OFD potty. Home of lots of value, little yarn. Other way around, little yarn, lots of... No, I don't know. What is it?
Mate, still working on it.
The home of little value, lots of yarn.
It's like a fine red wine.
We're still working our little, even our set around behind us.
We did. We just had a little play with it,
Yeah.
shareholders. There's been a new little addition just above Saucy's big noggin.
Little upgrade, little Renault from 4X. Just some branding all the way across to the potty room, as we call it. I was actually thinking, because I got to sort of say what could go in each one of these holes here.
Yeah.
And use your imagination.
Oh,
That could be anything. But it's just covering some windows from the outside, and we've got some Broncos players on the outside.
yes.
Because looking into this potty room,
Yes.
we had all that stuff there, and the Bloody Brilliant Beers boys had some shit covering the windows. And it looked pretty ordinary from the outside, so we patched her up with three stalwarts, Pat Carrigan, Payne Haas, and Dozer on the
Dozer.
outside. And we thought, well, why don't we patch up the inside
Yeah.
with some 4X OFD in the Caxton?
But the guy got it wrong.
Yeah, you got OFD over behind Bloody Brilliant Beers. So they've had to cover it up with their little...
Might have been
Their thing.
intentional for us because that's good publicity.
Yeah. Good, yeah. Maybe
I mean-
he was doing the right thing.
Can't help but notice that they've covered it over the top.
With their light. I bought that for him back in the day.
yes.
Their Bloody Brilliant Beers light and the Caxton one over there.
So anyway,
But we got back to the Caco behind us.
catch us at the Caco. Catch us at the Caco you will.
And I was going to say, we'll move on after that. But if you've got anything you want us to put behind here,
Yes.
let us know. Or send it in. You know where to send it.
Send it in.
38 Caxton,
Postcode?
4,000.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's on the cans, isn't it?
2025 Premiers is on the cans.
Now, who's 2026 Premier in your eyes? The Hawkies?
Hawkeye shareholders, I'm debuting. If you're watching this live and exclusively, I'm debuting my Hawkeye scarf for the first time in 2026.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to label that the greatest show on turf at the G.
Yeah. I mean, I watched in the office. I have TV in there now. Got it put in from GQ
Yeah,
Electrical.
that's a nice little touch, actually.
And, you got to be watching you got to have an eye on what's going on the cameras and this, one on NRL 360 at times. And
Absolutely.
the games yesterday and mate, that was, what a spectacle at the G.
85,000 in the house. Third biggest crowd for the Hawkies, I believe, on record for a home and away game. I will say this, and I will say this straight down the hey diddle diddle. It is consistently the Easter Monday showdown between the Hawks and the Cats is consistently one of the best games of AFL you will see.
Yeah.
Now, that's hands down game of the year. They said Lions Bulldogs was game of the year. Put a line through that. Hawthorn at the G. That was special.
I saw it was up and down from both sides. And then Hawks were down by what?
A goal.
Three goals in the final quarter.
Yeah.
And then they came back and won by 1 point.
1 point. My boy Jack Gunston.
Yeah.
It was like Cristiano Ronaldo. All he needed to do was get a point. He hit the upright. No one knew what the hell was going on. Max Holmes or someone had kicked the ball in, and then it was just a shit show. When that siren went, this is an indicator as to how good AFL is, and in particular how good my mighty Hawkeys fans are. When that siren went, the fucking G was shaking.
Yeah, I saw that. The cameras.
Now, they haven't officially said it, but they're saying that there was an earthquake.
An earthquake.
A Hawthorne earthquake. Cat 3 at the G. That was awesome. I mean, you watch highlights of that, and that's toe curling stuff.
Yeah. Shit to be a Cats fan.
Oh,
Well, there's a Cat 3 going on.
bad to be a Cats fan when
Yeah.
there's a Cat 3.
Yeah.
Hawthorne are the real deal.
Are
'Cause
they?
It was a sloppy game.
Yeah.
A lot of like drop ball, like the quality, but that was what pressure does.
Similar to the real stuff,
Well, no,
At
that's
Combank.
real.
the Combank game.
Now, I'm happy to debate this with you, Big Unit, because I had both games going.
Did you have the luxury of that?
I had the luxury.
KO?
I had one on KO and one on Channel 9. The Channel 9 was the one on the phone,
Ah,
and then you had what was going on the big screen.
Yeah.
Now, naturally, I had the 85,000 at the G on the big screen.
Didn't think to KO split?
Yeah, but you don't get volume.
Really? You can't pick one?
No.
That, they got to fix that, the good people at KO.
Well, how could you do that?
Just have one on not playing. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, but then what I'm saying is I've got it on the phone, so I've got that on light
So
commentary.
you're listening to both commentaries?
Correct. I've got it all going on. To any female out there that men can't multitask,
Yeah.
catch me on an Easter Monday watching both games.
Well, I've done that with some footy, with Union and League games before on a Saturday afternoon.
Right.
You have Stan on one and then KO on the big screen.
Yeah.
I'll usually whip a laptop out and have that on mute. It's annoying holding phone.
I've become extremely accustomed to it.
Extremely accustomed to the phone and, yeah. Well, you're a man of sport.
Love it.
Yeah.
I think it's because you can watch racing on your phone.
Do you have commentary for that? You have that loud.
Yeah, you got Matty Hill or Darren Flindell in your ear.
Yeah. What do you...
Seriously, but let's debate this because this is the classic case of you.
No, it's
and
not.
I am an NRL fan, so
it's-
I shouldn't come on the attack here.
Yeah, it's not really because I think you can't. Oh, you could put up a debate for it. Like as an NRL diehard, you know.
This scarf looks good, by the way.
Yeah, it does look nice against the white,
Doesn't it? Yeah, that was intentional.
The Cats Hawks is a huge rivalry.
Huge game.
How far does that go back?
Oh, since our great grandfather.
Since JC? Since Easter was invented?
Well, if they were kicking the Sharon, then they were kicking it well.
When was Easter invented, bud?
I'll tell you when. It was the around the late
Yeah, when they were
2000s.
Well, no, I feel like it even goes back even longer though.
Yeah, it does.
Like in the 80s, 90s.
But the real rivalry was around that 2010 mark.
Yeah, I went to a game, my first ever AFL game. I went to, I've said this before, at the G, the Hawks versus the Cats, and I
Right.
got to experience what it was like firsthand with all them in the members section. Went with a mate. Luckily enough, his family are mad Cats fans, and they ended up winning that game, and Hawks won the comp that year. So I get it. I know what it's about.
You know, you
but
do.
you can't be like, you can't put up the G against Combank, against Eels and Tigers, against Cats and Hawks.
No.
Because I get it.
Yeah,
I'm not putting that. I'll put up this Friday at Suncorp,
Yeah,
the
okay.
Bronx versus Cows, and get back to me. Don't be putting up the Western Sydney fucking
Derby,
derby on a Monday.
the old
All-
bottom feelers.
Yeah. the bottom 4 feeders.
But to be fair, West Tigers, and we'll talk about this
It
later.
was a great game. Sloppy as well.
Yeah.
Sloppy as all hell. And poor Bailey Simonson
Oh.
with his dislocated ankle. That was, although unintentional, that was hard to watch. The poor bloke. He's gone for a season.
Yeah,
And like,
that was pointing in a direction it shouldn't.
did you watch much of the game, the league, or
My toes were curled up in a place that you can only imagine.
I got to say the penalties? So,
Soft as hell.
oh my god,
My God,
like
Father.
what are we like? I go back to the point of we got to start penalising like milking because it's getting out of hand.
Well, one thing I'll say is, and I'm happy for any shareholder to call in, but if Mitchell Moses isn't the biggest whinger in all of sport, find me a whinger.
Yeah,
He is a true blue whinger from way back.
you're up there.
No, I
For
mean,
podcasts.
You're up there. Like, I
For
mean,
what?
you want to talk about a bloke that whinges on a TRL field.
We got to talk about that
well,
too.
We'll touch
we
on
got to
it.
touch on that
We'll
because,
tou- we'll tou-
because you just dug yourself a hole.
Why?
Oh, what happened?
Well,
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it because there was shades of Harry Grant out of my camp. But what I'll say is, I mean, Mitchell Moses, I think he comes from a Lebanese background.
Yeah, we'll fucking.
No, but what I'm trying to get at, there's a lot of soccer in him. There is a lot, like, he should be playing for Sydney FC.
I mean, he can kick well.
But, like, the way he carries on, like, that's not rugby league, mate.
Nah. He any chance he gets, he at the ref, he has a go at whinging. And, you know, I got to say,
He'd plant one on a ref if he could.
Darius Boyd, although I love him, he comes from he's a great whinger.
Yeah, well, he wasn't a
Do you know
whinger.
what? He wasn't a whinger, but he'd always put his arms up in the air towards the end of his career. Jerome Hughes, another one that comes to mind.
Yeah, but Jerome Hughes is one of the greatest actors.
Milker,
Like,
yes,
Milker.
it's milkman and
Milkman.
whinger. They go hand in hand.
Whinging, I find, like, is
Gutho,
Gutho's a born and bred whinger, but they, like,
not a known milker though.
Gutho raised Mitchell Moses into a whinger.
It's a great point.
Like, he was one of the great king whingers of the generation, and he's taken
That's
this young little
Lebanese soccer player,
cow. What's a baby cow?
a car.
Calf. He's taken this baby calf and raised him into what I would label as a Hall of Fame whinger.
Well, who was the father of Moses who parted the Red Sea?
Oh, long live.
Who was the father of Moses?
You can't be asking me this on a
Because
Tuesday.
I mean, Easter time, we should know this.
Yeah.
Bible,
Bible.
you know what I mean?
It'd be in the book of Burke somewhere. Like, if you needed to find the answer.
I know what you talk.
I'm
I know.
trying to think who are some of the great whingers. Paul Gallen was an outstanding whinger.
But he could throw him.
Yeah, but, like, I'm talking about blokes that just get in refs' faces and just whinge.
Would you go Cam Smith?
Yeah.
Or but he.
Weasels would say that.
I wouldn't put him in there at all because he would have a conversation. He would raise a point. He wouldn't whinge and.
See, Richie McCaw wasn't a whinger, he was a cheater.
Do you know who was a whinger? Lachlan Lewis,
Was he?
big whinger.
Yeah, he's got a bit of that in him. Who else was a whinger? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
like there's some great whingers.
The entire
Actually, you know who was a great whinger? Stuart Broad. He was a fantastic whinger.
yeah,
Like, good pommies are good whingers.
they are.
Like,
Especially cricket players.
yeah, like they love
Yeah.
a wing. Actually, Virat Kohli was a
Whinger.
whinger from way back. I think we could put together an all-star cast of whingers.
The whinging,
like-
the whinging 12
like
or
there's-
13.
yeah,
Would you go 13?
11, because
11.
soccer.
The whinge is 11.
Like, there's some of the soccer players that carry on.
Cahill?
Like, Argentinians, they whinge all day. No, Cahill
Nah, the
wasn't
French.
a whinger.
The French
Yeah,
are the worst. Or the
French.
Italians.
Italians.
The Italians.
Who, by the way, haven't made a World
Yeah.
Cup now for 3 World Cups in a
Do you
row.
know that's really good? Oh,
Can't play soccer. Well, us Aussies are in a World Cup.
Do you know
That's
what?
a great disgrace.
What in Italy?
Like Italy, for a country that loves soccer,
They won the Euros as well.
we're out here with the Brisbane Roar and we're in a World Cup and potentially have the right to play in a round of 16.
Just let that sink in. We have a local team called the Brisbane Roar.
Yeah.
And as a country, we've made the World Cup. And you're out there with Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus, Napoli.
Some of the biggest brands in soccer.
And, other players around the world.
We can barely fill up the fucking Eastern Grandstand at Suncorp.
We can't. Meanwhile, you've got the fucking San Siro packed out week in and week out. And we can't even we can't even fill up Perry Park or Ballymore or KO Stadium with 5,000. But we're in the World Cup.
It is a great shame. I mean, to all you Italians.
For Australia at the moment, like making the World Cup is a win.
Oh.
We should have won it in 06 if it weren't for those flogs. We got
a pretty handy pool too.
We could get out of our pool.
If Italy was in our pool, they would win it. That's the crazy thing.
It's payback since 2006.
Turkey, Paraguay, and USA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have I cannot wait to watch it.
Neither.
Yeah.
We might live stream a game.
Yeah.
In Italian.
You want to go back to the whingers? Or?
Yeah, go back to... Well, I just want Mitchell Moses as a whinger to stop whinging.
Yeah, stop whinging.
Like, stop whinging. And touch judges, I mean, you're still doing sweet fuck all. What was funny was, on an OL 360, I've got a video of this and we might put this up. Our mate fucking Bulldog Richie... He started complimenting the touch sheet, and Braithen Nasta, we love BA, came out and said, mate, you're that bad, you should be a touchy.
What did he say? What did Bulldog say?
It was to do with that Titans pass that Brimson scored. That was backwards out of the hand.
So was the Tolte one.
That was backwards out of the hand. And you know what he said which was funny? He goes, look, the touch judge is right there. The touch judge was 5 meters in front of it. He was out of place.
I don't understand. Like, are they told not to rule on him? Like, who's ruling on him? The ref that is in front of the play, 10 meters back? Like, I don't, like, someone commented on one of our things and said, you do understand that they were told not to rule on forward passes. What are they there for?
Yeah, I've got no idea.
To clean up the ruck, like Belinda Sharp with 3 seconds to go?
I tell you what, if Bulldog Richie was a touchy, if he had to march back 10 metres, he'd have a heart attack.
Bulldog couldn't be a touchy.
Oh, mate.
Bulldog Richie could not be a touchy for a full game of rugby league.
Bulldog Richie, he'd have a heart attack in the bunker.
He was going on, I was listening about the Dragons, the Dargans. He's going about the Dargans. I've got a comment on the Dargans, actually. I half agree with him, but I don't at the same time what he was saying at all because it's Bulldog. But that touchy... Because we were talking about this last week and it went viral on TikTok.
Did it?
Somewhat.
Thought so.
30K.
Thought so.
30K.